I would like to talk about the actor's instrument. Do you ever wonder what people mean when they refer to the actor's instrument? In this video, I will explain what is meant by that analogy, what the components of the actor's instrument are, and teach you about what it means to develop it, strengthen it, and nurture it. So, what is the actor's instrument? When musicians talk about their craft, they speak with respect about their instruments. The violinist understands the wood, the bow, the strings. A saxophonist knows how breath, pressure, and support shape sound. These instruments are external objects. They are meticulously built and carefully maintained. The instrument for the actor is far more unique. The actor's instrument is the self. It is living, breathing, sensing, imagining, and responding at all times. It cannot be separated from the artist. It grows, it changes, it reacts to the world. It carries history inside of it. Understanding this instrument and learning how to tune it, to play it, and to care for it. This is the foundation of the acting craft. Let's go a little bit deeper with this concept. Let's talk about the living instrument. The actor's instrument is not just one thing, but it's a system of layers. Body, voice, mind, imagination, sensory awareness, and empathy all operate together. When one element is blocked or jammed up, the whole entire instrument is affected. Acting is about perceiving, responding, and connecting to an imaginary circumstance. This requires an instrument that is responsive and alive. Let's start with one of the most valuable aspects of the actor's instrument, the body, the ground of experience. The body is where acting begins. Before there are any words, before there are any thoughts, the body often responds. It holds tension, releases impulses, and it expresses vulnerability. It reveals inner life through physicality and stillness. A trained actor works to release physical tension through human truth, build strength, flexibility, and stamina, develop physical awareness, and adapt physical behavior to different characters and different circumstances. The body is also where sensory experience manifests. Things like texture, temperature, pain, pleasure, intimacy. All of these sensations inform human behavior. An actor with a detached sensory instrument might seem stiff and general. An actor with a vivid sensory instrument appears specific and alive. The next layer of the actor's instrument, sensory ability, the gateway to truth. Sensory ability is the actor's capacity to receive information from the world, whether it's real or imagined, and be affected by them. In acting, the imagination is fueled by sensory details. The more clearly the actor can sense their environment, the more truthful their responses become. Sensory work grounds the actor, providing presence, depth, and believability. Another layer of the actor's instrument, the voice. Sound driven by need. The voice is not simply a delivery system for the words. It is the audible expression of need. Every time the character speaks, it is because something is absolutely urgent and required, whether it's information, connection, power, safety, love, control, or even freedom. A free and responsive vocal instrument allows the actor to speak clearly and be understood, sustain sound without strain, access a wide range of pitch, tone, and the ability to project, and allow language to be fueled by intention. When an actor learns how to speak through the need, the voice fills with purpose. Words are not just recited, they are necessary. Breath and rhythm respond to an urgency that is alive and organic inside of the actor. Tone automatically changes when the need grows, or when it releases, or when it transforms. Voice work for the actor's instrument is not about putting on a voice or sounding a certain way. It is about opening the instrument so that need can move freely through the breath, vibration, and words. When the actor is really connected to what they need and what they want, the voice naturally should drop into a place of truth. The next layer of the actor's instrument, the imagination, the activator. Imagination allows the actor to enter into circumstances that do not literally exist and treat them as real. It animates the world of the play or the world of the film. Imagination works most powerfully when combined with sensory details. And rather than acting an emotion, the actor with a strong instrument imagines the circumstances so vividly that emotional and behavioral responses arise organically. The next layer to the actor's instrument, the emotional life. Responsive, not forced. Emotion in acting is often misunderstood. Great acting does not come from pushing feelings. Emotion emerges by lifting your own raw material into the imaginary circumstances, relationships, and objectives that the material provides. A healthy emotional instrument includes emotional awareness and flexibility, the ability to be affected, clear boundaries and self-care, and the capacity to let emotions flow while staying in touch with the joy of acting. Artful emotion is closely tied to sensory experience. What the actor senses affects how they feel. And when the instrument is open, emotion automatically responds. The next layer of the actor's instrument, empathy, the bridge to others. Empathy is one of the most powerful, sometimes overlooked parts of the actor's instrument. Empathy allows the actor to understand another person's point of view, connect to their needs, their fears, and their desires, suspend judgment, and find common ground. Actors do not need to agree with their characters, but they must understand them. Empathy deepens this belief system and strengthens connection. The next layer of the actor's instrument, the mind, the coordinator. The actor's mind organizes the instrument. It analyzes text, decides upon objectives, understands structure, incorporates the lines, and integrates the notes of the director. A balanced acting mind knows when to prepare and when to let go, when to analyze and when to trust, and how to stay focused without controlling the work. The mind supports the work, but it must not overpower it. Now, what does it mean to train the instrument? Actors train to learn how to be open and available. Proper training strengthens the instrument's responsiveness. This may include physical and vocal training, sensory and imagination exercises, script analysis, improvisation, observation of human behavior, and developing empathy and listening skills. The goal is never to try to achieve perfection. The real goal is to achieve individuality, freedom, and depth. What does it mean to nurture the instrument? Because the instrument is the self, nurturing and care is essential. Proper rest, mental health, emotional boundaries, and physical well-being are professional necessities. An actor who neglects nurturing their instrument limits their ability to work effectively and truthfully. In conclusion, when actors understand their instrument as a sensory, empathetic, living system, the priorities shift. Acting becomes less about results and more about experience, less about showing and more about living. Each actor's instrument is unique, imperfect, vulnerable, and ever-changing, and that is its strength. Audiences must recognize themselves in the actor. The instrument is you, your body, your senses, your empathy, your imagination, your mind, and your need. Mastering your acting instrument is about learning how to let that need speak. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. Click on the description below for links to our website and to learn more about the New Collective Acting Studio and our private coaching membership. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.